What's up, world? It's your boy Tommy Mal. I just came to speak on an issue that I think is very, very apparent. I did my video telling how disgusting I thought the whole Michael Jordan Last Dance, which was pretty much just We Love Michael Jordan documentary. Everybody else around him sucked and pissed off everybody. Horace Grant hated it. Scottie Pippen hated it. Most of the Bulls players thought it was a terrible retelling of what happened. Cartwright hated it. I mean, when you make a documentary in which you're the only one that comes out of it looking good, and it shows you the type of person you are, right? But that's not even the problem I have. As I said before, I mean, Michael Jordan's a selfish person. You knew he was going to do that. The only way he would agree for it to come out is if he had no flaws, which, you know, you think a guy with all types of issues that he's had over his time, that he could at least look into the camera and do some self-reflection. But, you know, that's a little too much to ask from MJ, right? So and that ain't even a problem. Like I said before, I have a problem with anybody who's like that. You know what I'm saying? I think that is the problem and bane of American existence, is you have a bunch of people who refuse to take accountability for their actions. They feel as if everybody else has a right to they're entitled to everybody else being upfront and confessing every wrong done to them. But when it comes down to them doing wrong to other people, they have a reason for why it happens. So therefore, they don't have to apologize. They don't have to ever actually address what happened. They just say that other people are stupid or haters, and then they no longer have to answer the question that's posed. And so as I said yesterday, I watched that documentary and I thought it was crap. The reaction to it is more of a crap storm. I saw Jalen Rose, who is the biggest loser. Like Jalen Rose, to me, Chris Webber said something about Jalen Rose that I found to be so true. He said Jalen Rose has turned into a media shield. Like, he has no respect. He's so fake. Like, anybody who looks at Jalen Rose, the first thing that screams that is screaming out to you is, when you see him talking, is, you know, he doesn't talk like that off camera, right? You know he does not talk like that because it sounds fake. It sounds so rehearsed, and it's not even good rehearsed. It's just bad. All his takes seem fake, like he's trying to force stuff in there, trying to make himself sound cool. And when I said it, I'm like, he's like that corny dude who thinks they're cool. And so you grow up around them and everybody knows they're corny. But because they're like, everybody knows them, or they're good at something, people tend to ignore the fact that they're corny. That's who Jalen Rose is. Jalen Rose is that guy who was good at stuff, so people ignore the fact that he's corny as hell. Like, he is extremely corny, like cringy corny. And it's like, when you watch him, anybody who takes anything that guy says serious as his actual beliefs, or that he actually has some journalistic compass or some journalistic integrity, is crazy. Jalen Rose has Jalen Rose is everybody. Think about this. All the people that were at ESPN are either gone or fired. Jalen Rose is still there. Explain to me how that's possible. I mean, he doesn't have his own show. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. I mean, he has his own show to an extent, but not to the extent that like Stephen A. Smith. You know what I'm saying? Tony, partner PTI. You know what I'm saying? Around him, he doesn't have a show like that. He has like this small little like Jalen and Jacoby thing, which is always on my recommends, which I never watch. But that guy is so freaking annoying. Like, he's the opposite of entertaining. But my whole point in saying this is to say this. So he comes on, he's been ripping LeBron for the last 7 weeks because we all know anytime you invoke the name LeBron, all of a sudden, you magically get 100,000 tweets. Most of them, 100,000 views, because most of them are LeBron fans arguing, or LeBron fans arguing, or Jordan fans bitching about how true it is. So, you know the magical words to throw up there. Like I said, I can make a negative video about Michael Jordan and say Michael Jordan sucks. It won't get a lot of views. But if I walk up and say that I make a video about LeBron being negative, you get a whole bunch of people that run to it, because Michael Jordan fans are old people who feel their voice is not being heard, right? They feel they're being swallowed by the culture. Their opinions are no longer valid. Their opinions are no longer taken into account. So they feel this need to just lash out. They're really angry. So they hate the fact that most of the young people, probably people around 30, 34 and under, probably see LeBron James as the greatest player of all time. So all these Jordan fans are butthurt. So they start bringing up championships, even though they know the large majority of LeBron James fans do not care about no championships. They feel as if it does not matter. Championship does not talk about how great a player is. It talks about how great a team is. And if a player is the only good player on a team, and he takes a team to a championship, then by proxy, that's as good as winning one. Because in most people's opinion, LeBron James taking two subpar Cleveland Cavaliers teams to the NBA Finals is better than Jordan blowing out a bunch of teams in which he was the obvious favorite and nobody thought he was going to lose, because he had an all-star team versus John Stockton, an undersized guard, and Karl Malone, who was a great player. Barkley was a great player. Malone was a great player. Neither one of them had help, not defensively or offensively, to go against Michael Jordan. So, yes, whatever you want to say about LeBron championships, no LeBron fans is going to take that argument serious, because it has nothing to do with the individuals. When it's all said and done, LeBron James will have LeBron's stats. LeBron and Jordan's stats can't be compared. LeBron and Jordan's competition can't be compared. LeBron and Jordan, just stature. LeBron's 6'8", 260. Jordan looked like a freaking stick pole. You know what I'm saying? And I love this myth. Jordan, if Jordan played LeBron, he'd win 12-1. First of all, take his junk out your mouth. First of all, I would never say no LeBron would beat Jordan no 12-1, because anybody with any common sense know I don't care if it's Ross Strickland. Ain't no NBA player losing no 12-1. I don't care who they are. No NBA players losing no 12-1 to nobody. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you're already going to get a side eye from me in regard to those statements like that. Because it's like, they're NBA players. Nobody believes an NBA player is going to lose no 12-1 no NBA player is going to lose 12-1 to a nobody. To anybody. And if you one of the top five greatest all time, you know that's just hyperbole. You just saying a bunch of stuff because you know that Jordan would win 12-1. You sound like a fan right now. You don't sound like you're an analyst. You sound like you're a fan. And Jalen Rose did his top five, and he's like, if you look at LeBron James and compare him, I wouldn't even put him in the top five. Then you're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. If you put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over LeBron, you got to put him over Jordan. That's just common sense. Because ain't no grounds you can use to put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar over LeBron that you can't use to put him over Jordan. So if you put him over LeBron, you got to put him over Jordan because it's the same type of situation. So please, that's that. Second person he said was Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson had no jump shot. He played with nothing but with 3 or 4 All-Stars. It's like, dude, come on, man. You don't. LeBron ain't got the championship. Magic Johnson got. It's like, yes, Magic Johnson played with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the top 5 greatest players of all time. He had 2 top 5 greatest players, top 10 player of all time on one team. And then you got James Worthy, who's probably a top 50 player. So, I mean, can we stop with the stupidity? Jalen Rose is an idiot. He should not be allowed to analyze anything because half the time he's wrong. I've never seen Jalen Rose actually say, like I said, he learned great from Stephen A. Smith. Say a bunch of hyperbole, say a whole bunch of trap statements that are going to get people to click, a bunch of clickbait statements, but actually never bring an actual good analyst to the table. He generally always goes with the most popular opinion. Right? It's like he goes on to Twitter, puts a name, and whatever the majority of people are saying, he comes on TV and says. He never adds a profound, individual, nuance take on any situation. All his situations, all his opinions, you pretty much can tell were going to be his opinion before he ever spoke. So like I said before, it didn't surprise me that he went on this rant about LeBron. He's an idiot, and he's a huge Jordan fan. Like he is a humongous Jordan fan. He's one of those players that came up in the '90s, selfish, wanting to be Jordan, thinking they're gonna get the Nike contract. They're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, cut their hair bald. All of them cut their hair bald, wearing Jordans. That they want to be Jordan. All of them. So you can go look at Jalen Rose when he was on the Fab Five, shaved head. They all did that. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of funny to have them up there like there's some non-biased opinion. Like, come on, dude, you're clearly a biased opinion. Stephen A. is good friends with Michael Jordan. So to have him on there debating whether or not him and LeBron James are better, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're going to have a nuanced discussion, you got to bring young people into discussion. You can't have 2 40, 50-year-old dudes up there arguing whether or not a guy that they watch when they were in their youth is better than, I mean, come on. That's like putting a bunch of 60, 70-year-olds up there and asking them who's better out of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and LeBron and Michael Jordan. Of course, the majority of the people in their 60s and 70s are going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But for some reason, we just omit that. And then they talk about this poll that they did. 72% of the people said Jordan was better than LeBron. Out of 600 people. If 600 people decided to go out and do a review, do you really think out of those 600 people, do you happen to think that maybe the people who chose to click on it were people who were already looking to click on it? I never even saw this review. The majority of young fans probably don't, because they probably don't follow Dan Graziano on Twitter. That's what trips me out. Oh, well, this guy did it. It's like he's not even popular. So the majority of people who probably following him he's an old newspaper guy. So the majority of people who follow him are probably older people. So of course they're gonna click Michael Jordan because half of them are old. If you go to Twitter, you go to a Reddit page or a place where you mostly find young people, I guarantee you those numbers won't look like that. Because the majority of people, you go to a younger page with a younger demographic, you probably won't get that same demographic. You probably won't get that same thing. That's what blows my mind, man. It's like, if you're going to go and make a claim, right? Like they choose to do all the time. Then come on, tell all the things that are surrounding that claim. Yes, they did a poll. Don't go blasted on ESPN, acting like it's some true metric. Oh, 90% of the people said Jordan. Come on, bro. There was a poll where only 600 people polled, and the person doing the polling was an old newspaper journalist. Do you think any young people are following this dude? No. So the large demographic of LeBron fans are probably not even ever going to see that poll. I know I never saw it, and I know majority of people I know never saw it. So so as I said before, it blows my mind. It really does. How far they go to pass the myth of Michael Jordan. I would say it makes me angry, but I would have to be surprised to be angry. I'm not. These Jordan fans will tout that man by hook or by crook. It does not matter if it's true. It does not matter if what he's saying actually it has any basis. No. By hook or crook. Whether he lies, cheats, or steals to get it done, he will get it. They do it. Jordan played offense and defense. I guess LeBron took defense off in year 15. Yet before that, it was all NBA defense multiple times. That doesn't matter, right? LeBron didn't play defense. Even though, and I heard Gary Payton say something. It was just a blatant lie. Gary Payton just blatantly lied. He said Jordan would guard the top defensive player on the team, as long as he was smaller than him. And he's like, well, he took the assignment of me. Gary Payton, I love you, Gary Payton. You're one of the best defensive guards to ever play the game. You're not an offensive threat. I'm sorry. Jordan guarding you is like saying Jordan guarding freaking Patrick Beverly. That's not amazing. He's like, Jordan took on the told Pippen, nah, I got him. Yeah, because Pippen was too busy guarding Sean Kemp. It's like I'm sorry, he did not take the strongest assignment. He took the weakest, which is you. Andre McGill. All of them were better offensive players than you were. You were a great defender, yes, but you weren't no great defensive player. Like, stop it. The lies they come up with just blow me away. Anyways, I ain't got time to really talk about it longer than that. I'll be back tomorrow to give you guys my thoughts on some other stuff. But as for right now, stay up. Please hit that comment, subscribe, and like. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace.